Good morning. It's Sunday morning, and of course, up here in the Northeast, it is 90 degrees plus again, but the rest of the week is going to look really great. What I want to talk about today, because I'm in the house and not outside doing things, Mike's actually outside right now watering all the plants and gardens and flowers and all that stuff. But what I want to talk about to a lot of moms and dads, do you remember when our kids were little and we'd go grocery shopping, we'd bring all the stuff home, just throw it in the fridge, and you'd get them, their berries, all their things. But what would happen is back in the day, after I went grocery shopping and I dumped everything off, we'd have to go somewhere else. A birthday party, soccer practice, baseball practice, softball practice, all of the things. Anywho, I would just put the stuff in the fridge. I was kind of like definitely OCD with the way I organized my refrigerator. But I never like unpacked everything and washed it and whatnot. So half of the produce would completely go to waste. I would wind up the week after that throwing half of my produce out, wasting so much money, and it would literally drive me crazy just throwing it out. So now I do something completely different, despite my kids being 23 and 26. We're empty nesters. My son's in California. My daughter's in a few towns over from us, expecting her first baby with her husband. But my husband and I really take advantage of how I prep the fridge now, and I'm going to share that with you in a little bit. So stay tuned. Just want you to know how I go from this and after. So much prettier, right? I know my fridge isn't like the best looking organized fridge, but for me, this is crazy organization. So I'm going to go through it. Give me like maybe 2 minutes. And I'm going to tell you what I do. I put all of Mike's fermented stuff that he makes up here in the fridge. We've got our fermented peppers, our pickles. He loves, what is it called? He loves wild herring, which is really good for him. So I keep that. So wild herring. We have to actually buy some eggs because despite us having 12 chickens, they're older and they don't lay a ton of eggs all the time. It looks like Mike might have an egg in his hand right now, though, as he's walking towards me. One egg? Got one egg, perfect. But not enough for the week because Mike eats eggs every single day. So we have some eggs here. And what I do is I boil some for the week because he likes hard-boiled eggs. So we hard-boil some. That way he can just kind of grab it, take it, go. We also make, I haven't made a video of this yet, but I do make homemade protein bars. They are delicious. They're all natural. They're yummy. They're dark chocolates, raw pumpkin seeds, oats, Mike's homemade peanut butter, honey, and some whey protein. And I think that's all I add. I'm pretty sure that's it. But I'm going to make a video about those down the road. My kids growing up loved string cheeses, and so does my husband and I. So I just take them out of the package, rip them apart, and put them in a jar, because if I don't do that, they'll be stuck in the bottom cheese drawer, and they'll never get eaten. So this is just an easy way to grab and go, put them in a jar. I have some tomatoes here. Let me switch over to the side. I have some tomatoes here, actually, about 20, 25 tomatoes, Roma tomatoes we just picked from our garden. I'm going to make a sauce with that today. We have our hard-boiled eggs. I always enjoy my Greek yogurt. I do the Fage Greek yogurt. I do 2%. I don't do fat-free. Back in the 80s and 90s, I did all that fat-free nonsense. I don't do that anymore, so I really just do the 2%, sometimes whole fat. I like that, and what I do with the yogurt is I take my cherries. By the way, when I get the cherries, I wash them off, put them in a bowl. Why? Because that way we grab them, we just eat them and throw the pits out. But what we do with the pits, sometimes we save the pits because hopefully next year we're going to try to plant a tree, okay? So we save pretty much everything. So these are our cherries that I washed. I mix them with my Greek yogurt, throw some raw pumpkin seeds in there. It's a great breakfast for me. I bring to work. Cut up and wash my organic strawberries. Strawberry season is over for us right now, so I have to go to the grocery store or farm and get some organic ones. Cut them up, go. Mike opens the fridge, pops them in his mouth, Back in the day when the kids were younger, if they were in the container, nobody ate them. It drove me crazy. So I do that now. I got some fresh chicken that we're going to have tonight. And then we also have leftovers from last night that I always pack everything in, some fresh peaches. And then for vegetables, we got some little tomatoes from our garden. I cut up some carrots and cucumbers. The cucumbers are from our garden. The carrots are not. Cut those up because sometimes my daughter comes over. She actually has her own candle company, which I will actually attach the link to this video. It's an amazing all-natural soy candle company called Incandescent Co. And point is, when she comes over tomorrow to make her candles, I already have carrots cut up for her because she's a carrot freak. So that's what I pretty much try to do every single week, is try to make it very organized. Yes, it does look more attractive too. I get it. I understand that, but it's all about just convenience, right? Up here, when I make Mikey's homemade yerba mate tea, he asked me to start recycling the tea bags. So I'll do like 2 different makings of tea, which is right here with this tea bags. I'll reuse them. Here's some chicken food that we made. It's actually brisket, some fat that we rendered down, and we have some of that to cut up for the chickens. We have my cat food. We have some salmon for her and her little kitty cat food. And then over way to the right, we have beef tallow. So when we did that brisket, we actually made a bunch of tallow, and I'm going to be doing a video on that coming down the road for some skincare products. And way in the back, right here, is like our personal care side of the fridge. This is Mike's homemade deodorant that he makes for himself. Mine is over here in this jar. And we just refill twisty deodorant containers and put them in there. So that's it. To me, it's a much more efficient and organized refrigerator. And it just makes sense. And we actually eat more and less goes to waste. I hope you guys have a great day and enjoy this video. Peace. Take care.